At first, Vault 108 sounds like a joke, like something a drunk game developer came up with at 2 AM. But step inside and you'll stop laughing real fast. The place feels abandoned, your footsteps echoing off metal corridors. Then, from somewhere down the hall, you hear it. Gary? Just one word. Said like a question. Then again, and again. Louder this time. Gary? Gary? You turn the corner, and there he is. Pale skin, manic grin, torn Vault jumpsuit. He's rushing at you with a rusty scalpel. You pull out your gun and put a bullet right between his eyes. Problem solved, right? Wrong. Around the next corner, he's standing there again. Same guy, no bullet wound. What the hell is happening here? Well, Vault 108's experiment was designed to test human cloning technology, and, I guess, see what kind of chaos would break out when people got bored. But something went catastrophically wrong with the cloning process. Instead of creating diverse individuals, they just kept making copies of the same guy named Gary. About 50 times. The Garys turned violent almost immediately, completely incapable of complex speech or empathy. They murdered the original Vault dwellers with lead pipes and whatever improvised weapons they could find. Every Gary sees you as an intruder, and they will absolutely kill anything that doesn't look, sound, and act exactly like them. When you visit the Vault now, one of the biggest dangers is the sheer confusion they create. The Garys hide in the shadows, sneaking around and laughing as they swarm you in packs. You might run out of bullets long before you run out of Garys. It's like fighting a zombie horde, except the zombies are all named Gary, and they're just as confused about the situation as you are. And even without the Garys, Vault 108 is a death trap. The place has been falling apart for 2 centuries. Rusty metal edges everywhere, flooded corridors, unstable structures ready to collapse. Hope you brought a ton of stim packs, because you're going to need them. If you ever think about visiting Vault 87, don't. Seriously. Even getting close is suicide. The radiation levels near the entrance are so high, they literally max out your Geiger counter. We're talking over 4,000 rads per minute. That's like strapping yourself inside a medical radiation machine used to kill cancer tumors. Your skin will start blistering within seconds. Blood vessels rupture, your nerves fry. Your brain swells inside your skull like a balloon. By the time you reach the entrance tunnel, your bone marrow is liquefying inside your skeleton. Let's pretend you somehow make it through with a hazmat suit and enough Rad-X to open a pharmacy. Congratulations. Now you get to deal with what's actually inside. Vault 87 is ground zero for the Capital Wasteland super mutants. These are 3-meter tall slabs of pure muscle, created by exposure to something called the Forced Evolutionary Virus. They patrol the hallways with scavenged miniguns and rebar clubs thicker than your thigh. A single swing will cave your chest in like a soda can. If you're lucky, you die instantly. If you're not lucky, they drag you kicking and screaming to the FEV vats. That's when the real nightmare starts. The virus tears through your body, rewriting your DNA cell by cell. Your skin bubbles and splits. Your bones crack and expand. Your mind dissolves into static as your humanity is literally stripped away at the molecular level. When the transformation is complete, you're not you anymore. You're one of them. A mindless monster that only exists to hunt and kill. And just when you think you've seen the worst Vault 87 has to offer, you hear the centaurs. Horrific mutated abominations that slither across the floor on multiple limbs, snapping tongues and spitting radioactive acid that burns through armor and flesh alike. They are what happens when the FEV gets really creative with human DNA. Vault 87 is good for exactly one thing: dying horribly. Welcome to Vault 11, where the trolley problem isn't a philosophical thought experiment. It's your actual daily life. This vault has one rule. Every year, the residents must choose one person to sacrifice. If you refuse, everyone dies. The vault's computer system is very clear about this. If no sacrifice is chosen, it means total extermination for everybody in the vault. But if you comply, life continues normally for another year. Here's how it works. Each year, everyone votes for their least favorite person in the vault. Whoever gets the most votes becomes the overseer, which sounds like an honor until you learn what happens next.